You saw the Kevin Hart roast recently?
I was there.
Oh yeah, you was fucking there. You was. They'll get you.
Come on now, you saw his nose come across that screen.
No,
I was mad. I watched it back. I said, man, zoom out my damn face like that.
They had you close up on
man, all up on my shit. I'm like, damn, they gonna know it's me from far away. Heck up.
How was it connecting with Katt Williams?
So, I actually had met Katt a few days prior because you know they had the Netflix as a Joke Comedy Festival. Shout out to Netflix as a Joke.
Amazing.
Dopest comedy festival like this is out. It ain't nothing like it, bro. It's comedy, comedians,
and everybody
everywhere.
comes out,
bro. Yeah. It's crazy. And Katt had a show at the Intuit Dome, and I pulled up, and you know that was my first time meeting him. And as soon as he seen me, he was like, "Oh, if I'd have knew you was in this building, you would have went on that stage tonight." And you know, I like that. I'm like, OG, I'd have went up.
Yeah,
I'd have gladly went up. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there wanting to go up.
Yeah.
So, Katt dope though. We was just talking about.
Were you shocked when he hit the stage to roast Kev? Did you know that was coming? Or
I was shocked.
Yeah,
I was shocked. Like when I heard his voice, because we heard his voice before we could see him.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, ain't no way. And when he walked out and dropped the leather cape,
the cape was crazy. Yeah, the cape was crazy.
The cape and the hat. What is he on some shaft shit?
Oh, that was a crazy moment.
He came out crazy,
and he came out blazing though too. It was funny, but I thought it was dope though. You know what I'm saying? Even how Kevin responded back to that.
That's a fact.
I thought that was dope. I thought them squashing the beef right there live on TV like that. I thought it was dope. And I like the fact that even in Katt's roast, like he ain't tuck his tail about.
He didn't hold back at all.
He I said that about him, and this is why I said that about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't try to retract nothing back, but he kept it real. I thought that was, and I told Kev this like right after the show, like, bro, that shit was.
Yeah, that was a dope. I thought it was a dope moment, especially after having both of those guys on the show, right? And also knowing how they think, you know, what they, you know, where they at, both positions.
Yeah.
You know
and what they've said about each other on the show.
And also knowing Kev too.
Yeah.
Right? And knowing where he's at and how he's thinking. But to get those guys together in that moment, I thought it was honorable for Katt to walk out there and accept that. But for whoever invited him, right? That was big for them to invite,
do that.
to even step out there
for him to
without
say,
Kev even knowing.
And for him to say,
yeah,
I'm
going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
But also for Kev to acknowledge in that moment, this is my one shot probably.
To make this right.
To make this right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
This is the only way.
And when we say make it right, not to say that Kevin was the one wrong.
No, just
in a thing, but
we're going to address it.
We're going to address this right now.
This right in front of everybody.
And there wasn't nothing wrong with that because they beef has been right in front of everybody.
Absolutely.
So that we can go ahead and dead this right now. And I thought that was, I think we need more of that.
I agree.
I think everybody that Draymond Green done beat up in the
NBA. Did he all have a sit back? They need to go on Dre's podcast.
Everybody that he done stomped and walked over, stepped over.
Him and Jordan Poole.
Bro, every man. I think Draymond, get them together. Make that right, man. That's what you should have learned. Seeing your ass up there on that roast. Let's make it right.
Let me ask you something, Mojo, because I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but let me ask you anyway. There's been a lot to talk about the fallout from the roast. You know what I'm saying? And you know, jokes going too far and what's okay to say, what's not okay to say. I think as a comedian, I kind of know where you're coming from as far as where you stand on roast. Yeah. But like, just for the record, what are your thoughts on everybody sort of reacting to some jokes that may have crossed the line as far as being racist or being sexist, whatever it was?
Man, that's what a roast is. Like, and it can get ugly. You know, it can get dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I was sitting there, you know, after the show, Kev was like, you know, you're going to have to do one of these. I'm like, shit. I don't know if I can stand there. I don't, like stand there and then you got to be the one to take that. But that's what it is though.
Yeah.
Definitely though, you know, being in the audience, I think a lot of people that were at home watching because you know I posted, you know, pictures of me and
Yep.
I said I had a good time, and there was some people in the comments like, yo, you enjoyed that, and you know what I'm saying, it was racist, and it was this and it was that, and you know, they only could, it was a couple crowd shots, but you know, everybody wasn't laughing at everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them people like, if it ain't funny, I ain't gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I do think we live in this space where everybody is offended about every little thing. But it was some shit said that I was like, you know, you could have saved that one.
Word. Like,
you know
that's not even a joke.
Yeah, it was like
there was no punchline.
As a comedian, it was weird. Like, it's a line.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. They be like, oh, it's comedy, like, but it's a line. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you know what I'm saying, it was some stuff said that I was just like, you ain't need that one.
Yeah.
Like, you was killing.
It got crazy.
You ain't need that one. Yeah, it was like,
I felt that way.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a comedian, too. But just as somebody was watching.
You can hear the crowd. If it's more of a ooh and not a laugh.
And people not understanding that, because we like,
yeah, I'm
talking about one of them joints, mother. We lean back a little bit, like yo, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I just you know, people thinking, you know, the first thing people say, oh, well, you could have got up and you could have walked out or whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of things people are gonna say that you could have or should have done in that situation. People like, oh yeah, you could have got up and went up there and slapped the shit. I'm like. On Netflix? What the hell? You ain't Smith fault.
Who you want to slap? Gillis? You gonna slap Gillis your height. You gonna slap the shit out Gillis up there.
Man, like what? Like, who you want me to slap? They done said the man got Down syndrome all show long. Yeah. I'm starting to believe it. I'm not gonna go slap that man. Like, hell no.
Shane was amazing. Shane was amazing.
Me and Shane talked right after the show, and he was like, "Man, what you think?" I was like, "What's good?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like at the beginning. I was like, "Yeah." I said, "That's how it is at a roast. You got to fill them out." Mm-hmm. I said, "Once you felt them out, I was like, bro, you was good."
Shane was good.
Now Tony, that's just who
he is.
That's who he is, bro. Mm-hmm. And he was just being apologetically, himself.
Apologetically.
Unapologetically. Well, now I know when I could edit that out.
We got to keep that in there because that's a callback.
You need that.
Equilibrium.
What he said?
Equivalent.
It'd be worse when they try to speed by the word. Like, no.
Hey, look, that's not on the same level right there.
Bro, no, hell no.
Nah. But equivalent and equivalable is not.
Ain't even no F on the screen. Like tripping over an F and the F ain't even there. It's crazy. Man.
Oh shit.
Bro, look. No, but yeah, Tony was he was the one, like, it was, you know, honestly,
it wasn't even a laugh out of it.
Honestly,
like, it was
honestly, the George Floyd thing was it just I thought he was doing all right until that point. Mm-hmm. When he got to that point and he said that, I was like, damn, you ain't even need that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you didn't even you didn't need it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, honestly, you know, from audience, other people that you might have been like, damn, you know what? I might, he is kind of funny. Like, if you almost had those people, you lost them, you know, just because of that. And not that he care about, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a bunch of people supporting him and stuff like that. But I didn't think his set was like that, like crossing the line until that part. Once he said that, then it was like, damn. Yeah. Like, you done took it too far. Like, you like damn. And then the thing about it is, George ain't even here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, he don't got nothing to do with it, with this. It just didn't make sense. It didn't fit. You know what I'm saying? And
you doubled down on the narrative that everybody already had about you.
Right. Exactly.
That's
what it was.
You doubled down on that. You stood on it, and for people who knew, it was, oh, okay, that's just him.
That's just Tony. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then for the people that didn't know,
it's like, nah.
But people like, y'all just sitting there and stuff like that, like, bro, he said it, and we like, I'm telling you, like, we like, oh, like it was like, oh, it wasn't like, and then what they don't understand is, bro, his pace was so fast. If you go back and watch it,
he went at it.
It was like he was pacing it so fast. People were still laughing at the joke before.
Mm-hmm.
So for people that's actually in the audience, all of us couldn't really hear everything that he was saying because it was people still laughing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go back, like, if you're at home, go back and watch his pace. Normally, if you watch every other comedian, they would say they would say whatever the roast was, whatever the punchline was, and they'll let it breathe, let you laugh. Then they'll go into the next thing, and if obviously they was on a time limit. If he had 10 to 12 minutes,
he'd have went crazy.
And no, that's about how long he was up there, maybe about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but I'm saying to have 10 to 12 minutes. Everything that he said was everything that he wrote. He didn't want to leave out nothing. That's what his pace said to me. Like, I want to make sure I get out everything that I wrote.
The way he said it, like there was no setup to it. It was just like, I'm just gonna say this guy went to hell and is laughing and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, that's not even. You're just trying to get a reaction. You're not trying to get people to laugh with you. You know what I'm saying? Or
I felt like he was taking a lot of shots.
Yeah,
like he felt like his back was against the wall. He came out shooting.
Bro, he was red the whole show.
Yeah. Like he
came in there red, like, and then they was shooting at him, bro. Like
the whole show, they shot
somebody hit him with a Charlie Kirk joke.
Yeah,
was
he did like this. He was like this, like,
bro. Did you hear that? Bro, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So
was but at the same time, this is what a roast is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the roasts aren't usually like televised like that. So like
because of that,
they usually cross the line at roast.
Yeah. So I mean, if you watch the Tom Brady roast,
it went crazy.
That one was crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, as a comedian, that's just what a roast is. You know what I'm saying? And I had an expectation of this is going to be like it's going to be raw, like whatever.
Look at the lineup.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You look at
I'm like, this is gonna be raw.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
But shout out to Cheryl Underwood though.
Bodied it.
Yeah,
I mean, for everybody that's mad, that Cheryl handled that.
Yeah, she bodied that
brilliantly for us. She handled that. So, you know what I'm saying? Standing ovation. Cheryl got about 3-4 standing ovations in there.
She's a beast. She bodied that. She's an absolute
killed.
Beast, man.
She killed. So,
I hear you.
I hear what you, like I said, I hear you. So you can't cry. I thought the line was crossed, but I mean, that's what he do.